evening. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. Welcome to the Esperanza Cyber Charter School Class of 2022 Commencement Ceremony. Please make sure as we progress through the ceremony that everybody remains seated and that all phones are set in silent mode. Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase 2022 de Esperanza Cyber Charter School. Por favor, asegúrense que durante la ceremonia permanezcan todos sentados y todos los teléfonos estén apagados o en modo silencioso. With great pride, we stand with you today to celebrate the accomplishments of these young men and women seated before us. I want to remind you that this class is one of the most exceptional classes in our school's history. They overcame the challenges, remained strong, and persevered through the hardships that the entire world has faced these past 2 years. On behalf of the whole school, I offer our warmest congratulations. is a tremendous special day. We are grateful to have this well-deserved celebration with our family, friends, and school community that played a substantial role in our graduates' education. We want to take a moment and recognize the contributions that have made this possible. The first group we would like to recognize is the group that has taken part in the founding, development, and oversight of Esperanza Cyber. The Honorable Reverend Luis Cortez and Danny Cortez, whose leadership and vision have built and transformed our community. The next group we would also like to recognize is the leadership and staff at Esperanza Cyber. This group is comprised of our board members, CEO, directors, teaching staff, guidance counselor, social workers, and administration. They all work together to provide resources and guidance for every student's academic success. The most critical group and your most ardent supporters here tonight are your parents and guardians. Will all the parents or guardians please rise so that we may recognize you? Thank you for providing Esperanza Cyber with the opportunity to take part in your child's education. Thank you for the love and support that you have provided for your children that has brought them to this point. Furthermore, we would like to thank those who are not here today but are present via our live stream. Thank you for extending your admiration and support for these graduates. Before we continue with the rest of the ceremony, let's watch our students' messages. Thank you.
What brought me to Esperanza Cyber was, when you travel into a brand new country, it's kind of hard to find somewhere that, makes you feel comfortable, but at the same time, that you're getting your education from it, because it's tough as a transfer student. It's very tough to find somewhere that, that you can adapt as a person. So Esperanza was the first place that was recommended to me. And after hearing so many good reviews and things about the teachers, the people, the environment that they're in, that was my first choice, and that was my only choice.
My name is Claudia Perez, and what brought me to ECCS was that at some point in my life, when I was attending physically high school, I was going through a very tough situation. I wasn't making good decisions, and I left school. And I started to work for a little while. But honestly, inside my heart and in my mind, I had the goal of going back to school and succeed. I wanted to graduate. So honestly, that's what brought me to ECCS.
Hi, my name is Mayori. I write at ECCS due to a change of country.
How has ECCS helped me? ECCS has helped me graduate. It helped me get to this point where I am confident in being able to say I finished high school and getting my diploma. It helped motivate me. It helped push me. They helped me tremendously. Because I was at a point in my life where I thought I was not going to graduate high school. I wanted to get my GED. I did not want to finish high school. I was done. But with the staff with my favorite counselor, Mrs. S. She helped push me. She said, "You got this." She gave me words of encouragement, checked on me every 2 weeks to make sure I was doing what I had to do. She helped me tremendously. And I want to say thank you, Miss S.
Y me ayudó bastante, se los puedo asegurar, ya que yo estaba embarazada y pues desde mi casa pude tomar mis clases y también di a luz a mi bebé en ese tiempo, pero ellos siempre me ayudaron y estuvieron pendientes de mí. Mil gracias por eso.
Esta escuela me ha ayudado mucho porque he aprendido cosas nuevas y también un poco inglés.
Hi, my name is Michelle Vasquez. I am a senior at Esperanza Cyber Charter School. ECCS has helped me on how to be united and how to support each other's opinions.
What motivated me to get to this point, I'd have to say, the teachers were never giving up on me. Always giving me the second chance when I would mess up the first time around. They always understood that it wasn't easy for all of us, and sometimes we needed a little extra push and a lot of understanding.
What motivated me, I think what mostly motivated me would be probably my parents and my stepmom. They were always really on me about finding a good career after high school, doing what's best for my grades, because at the end of the day, that mattered the most.
What motivated you to get to this point? What motivated me to get to this point is God. First of all, thank you, God, for pushing me and for motivating me to graduating, for completing these 4 years, which was stressful. It's hard, trust me, but if you try your best and don't give up, you can do it.
And my thank yous. I want to say thank you to everybody I communicated with during my 4 years of high school. I want to thank my mom for everything she has done. The early mornings, the late nights, the blood, sweat, and tears. I want to thank her for everything she has done. And I want to say thank you for raising me into the woman that I have become. And thank you for just believing in me and staying on top of me to get me to this point. I want to say thank you to my mom for that. I want to say thank you to my dad, because my dad, he is the best dad I could ever ask for. He is the main one who's on top of me. He's on top of my goals. He stays on top of me. He doesn't wish nothing but the best for me. And I want to say thank you to my dad for that, because I would not be here without them, my mom and my dad. And I want to thank the ECCS staff. I want to thank Miss S, the counselor, Miss Atwater. I love Miss Atwater. I love Miss S. Y'all helped me get to this end. Y'all helped me tremendously. You, Miss S, you just did. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. And I can't thank Miss Atwater enough for bringing back the joy for reading, the joy for writing, because I never liked to used to write, but Miss Atwater, she gave me the spark to like to write, to like to talk about things in books. I really appreciate her for that. And I want to thank my brothers, I want to thank my sisters, just for everything, just for being there for me and just being along this long journey with me. Like, this journey was not easy, and I just want to thank everybody who just tagged along with me and just helped me get through high school and helped me get to the point where I am today.
Well, I would like to give a big thanks to my parents and my siblings for always, making sure that I was all right, making sure that, that I wasn't bothered. A special thank you to Miss Kiana for always being there for me at my side, even when times she was busy. She would always make time for her students. And an even bigger thank you to my teachers, because they were the ones who always had the patience just to make sure that I was doing okay. So Miss Atwater, Mr. Signal, and Miss Rachel, thank you so much.
I really want to thank all my teachers at Esperanza Cyber Charter School. I want to thank all of them for giving me all the support, all the help that I needed throughout these years. So I really want to thank all my family. I want to thank my family, for supporting me and everything, for helping me out. I really want to thank my mom. I want to thank you, Mom, because you have helped me a lot with me, helped me with school. Miss Lori, sweetie, I really thank you. You are wonderful. You are such a great, amazing teacher. You have a really, really special place in my heart, and I thank you so much. I also want to thank my counselor, Miss Kiana. She has helped me a lot. I thank you. I want to thank Miss Gomez, Miss Losada. They are the best. You guys are the best. I really thank all of you because you guys have helped me a lot throughout these years. And
all my thank yous go to my counselors, my teachers, my mentors, anybody. Thank you so much. My principal, thank you so much. They know who they are, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. They know who they are. If you know me, respectfully, thank you so much.
Y quiero agradecerle a todos los maestros y maestras que se han portado muy bien y muchas gracias.
Agradecer primeramente a Dios porque siempre le pedí a Él realizar este sueño y ahora lo estoy cumpliendo. Seguidamente a Carissa, a Vanessa por estar pendientes de mí, a mi padre y a mi esposo por ayudarme a terminar y a culminar este sueño. Y también este sueño se lo dedico a mi madre que está en Honduras, porque yo sé que ella siempre me quiso ver graduada. Y felicidades a todos y muchas gracias y mil gracias Esperanza Cyber por ayudarme y por estar siempre pendiente de mí. Mil gracias, y a todos los que un día piensan que no pueden terminar o seguir adelante por un hijo, les digo que no es así. Hoy en día me siento tan feliz de tener a mi hijo y así de cumplir una meta más. Mil gracias y feliz tarde a todos.
And lastly, my thank you. I'm going to give a big thank you to my father, who has helped me the most throughout my journey. He's always been there, and he's literally the best person. The second thank you would be to my mother, who has also helped me in the upcoming months to prepare for real life. The third big thank you would be my lovely stepmother. She has honestly really motivated me. She taught me how to be more responsible, get a job, start working a job so I could be ready, and also help me with my college decision. So a big thank you, and a big thank you to the rest of my family right here. Love y'all.
I want to thank God first for letting me have this opportunity to finally graduate, because without him I would not be here. I want to also thank my family because they're always pushing me to do my best. Also my teacher, Miss Atwater, I love her very much. She's an amazing teacher. She's always supportive, and she's always showing her love and her kindness to every student. And lastly, I would love to thank my counselors for always checking up on me, and always finding a way to make everything happen and to make everything possible.
I want to give a huge thank you to my family, friends, and my partner for always believing in me and always believing that I could do it through all 4 years, always. And I want to thank the teachers and everybody who works at ECCS for giving me the opportunity to be the best me I could be when it comes to honor students, college courses, and just simply being there. Thank you, everyone. Not to cut, Mr. Estrada. Woo! Peace.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Claudia Perez Sarmiento, and I've been a student at ECCS for 3 years. I would like to start off by appreciating all of the ECCS staff and principal for giving me the privilege to stand here today. It is an honor to represent the class of 2022. In the past 3 years, I wasn't only a student, I became a mother of 2 beautiful and amazing girls. And let me share with you that the challenge was real, but I didn't back down from the challenge. Throughout my day, I would clean the house, take care of my children and all their needs, prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and take care of my chores. And on top of that, I also had to log into class to complete my schoolwork. It was difficult. I would say being a mother and a student is a full-time job. I remember I would sometimes fall behind on my schoolwork and things I needed to get done. And I can remember those long, late nights of doing homework. However, ECCS provided me with the resources I needed to succeed in my classes and provided me with a flexible schedule to succeed not only as a student, but also as an individual and as a mom. All of those late nights and stressful times were honestly all worth it. I know that we all had or have something that we might have gone through, maybe a good or bad, that helped shape us into the strong and resilient individuals we are today. I know a few students that had to go to work after school and also make time to do their schoolwork and chores. I know other students who had to watch their siblings or who were parenting students like me. I know of students who were dealing with tough situations in their personal lives. We all have our own experiences and stories, but whatever the situation was, it did not stop us from getting here. It did not stop us from achieving this goal. Those experiences gave us the strength to get to this point, and with such joy, we could finally say we did it. We did it, we are graduating. But we also couldn't have done it if it wasn't for our teachers, counselors, and staff at ECCS. I'm so proud to say Esperanza Cyber Charter School is one of the best schools I have ever attended. The support that has been given to us is honestly amazing. We as students are now prepared to take on whatever comes our way. All the teachers, counselors, and staff here at Esperanza are wonderful, beautiful, and hardworking people. From the bottom of my heart and the class of 2022, we would like to thank all of you so much for the support and everything you all have done for me and for everyone in the class of 2022. Getting to this point is a huge accomplishment, and we couldn't have done it without all of our support system. Can we all please give a round of applause to all the staff at ECCS, our families and friends. Our families and friends with us today. To the graduating class of 2022, it is very well deserved. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing tonight's commencement speaker. Joining us this evening is Mr. Edwin Desamore. As a young man growing up in Philadelphia, Edwin experienced many difficulties, which ultimately led him to fall victim to the trials of the street in which he grew up. After overcoming almost insurmountable odds, Edwin made it his personal mission to support young men experiencing the same struggles he had as a teenager. Today, you can find Edwin once again serving his community in his role as Chief of Programs and Events at the Lighthouse Sports Complex, where he is able to continue his mission of positive outreach to Philadelphia youth. He is also a successful entrepreneur, opening his own business in the fall of 2019. Everyone, please help me welcome Mr. Edwin Desamore.
Hello. Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and once again, my name is Edwin Desamore, and I usually start off when I go out to speak at different places, especially across the country, and I say, I'm from Philadelphia, and people ask me, what part? And I say, the Goodlands. See, I see some giggles there. Y'all ain't get that, right? I'm gonna say this again. I'm from the Goodlands, right? So a lot of times, it shouldn't be something like surprising, right? But a lot of times folks are like, where is that? Where is the Goodlands in Philadelphia, right? Because if I'm out of Philly, and if I'm out of state across the country, people who know of Philadelphia, they know of something called the Badlands, right? And I feel some type of way about that. And I'm gonna speak on that because this is a perfect place to speak on it, and the reason why, and the reason I'm on a bigger campaign to say I come from the Goodlands. Usually I like to give this example, right? We know we have issues in our neighborhood. And just because certain people like to label our communities a certain way and say that's the bad land, right? But is that fair? Is that fair to these beautiful families that are here, our students? And the reason I want to point that out is because we all know what a GPS is, right? A lot of us is GPSing to get here, right? Matter of fact, some of y'all parents flew by me in y'all car just to get here. I said, they must be going to the graduation. But can you imagine someone driving in their car and the GPS just says, you just now enter the Badlands? Somebody's gonna be like, hold on, reroute. But the sad part about that, there are many good people that can't reroute. They gotta keep going because they live in these communities. And it's not fair because they're good, beautiful people, and those people are you. I guess y'all didn't hear that, right? So just because we're dealing with some things doesn't mean that you are bad. Don't let the media fool you. I felt the energy coming in here, man. This was amazing. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to these type of speeches, I don't like to pre-write for this because I always throw it away. And I'm gonna be honest, last night I wrote and I threw it away. Because I knew once I started hearing the testimonies and seeing the families' faces, I'm just gonna have to wing it. I have to speak from my chest. I have to, you know how I say, right? Say it from your chest, right? Well, I'm gonna be honest about this. You know, first of all, what I've learned about Esperanza Cyber Charter, just the school period, Esperanza period, right? It's a relationship, not a program. Anybody can have a program anywhere. It's a relationship. Understand that. I just learned that. Not just learned it. I knew this for a while because I'm familiar with the staff. I'm familiar with the founders. I'm familiar with everything all the way around. You know, everybody could promise you a program out here, but not everybody could promise you a relationship. And the relationship is key because you have relationships all around. You have people who actually love you. When I sat down on the Zoom call with the staff about speaking at this event, I could see it in their faces, but I saw more of concern. Not concern, but concern in a good way, like, you know, our babies are moving. Our babies are moving on, and they're worried, you know, and I can see the stress in their face because they want to hold on to you. But guess what? They still will. And I'm looking at all the families that made it here, and it just made me think about And I'm going to tell you this quick story, and there's a reason. Just bear with me when I say this story, because I thought about, I had a mentor. His name was Fred Estrada, Pastor Fred Estrada. And I used to go to his church. I stopped going to church. And he used to look for me. He would still call my phone. I'm like, man, I stopped going to the church. I'm out doing my thing. And he would still say, how are you doing? Are you okay? And then I was like, Pastor, I'm not going back to church. And he was like, that's fine. He said, let's sit down and talk somewhere. I said, all right. So we met at McDonald's, out of all places. And after meeting with him for an hour, I said, man, you're good, Pastor. I said, why? He says, I had church at McDonald's. I had church at McDonald's and didn't know, so he brought it to me. He brought it to me. He didn't sit there and say, you know what, we're going to find a way to keep you right. And he reached out to me. So he told me a story one time, and I was just listening to the young lady up here and many of the students. And I'm speaking on behalf of parents here now and the teachers, but really parents and guardians that are here. And this story that he told me was really deep and it touched my heart. He told me once there in South America there was an earthquake. And it was a big earthquake. And in the school, there was a school building, right? And it collapsed. So folks were saying, listen, the kids are stuck in there. We can't get them out. And we're not going to be able to get any help for about 2 or 3 days because the roads are blocked off. And folks were giving up hope. People were giving up hope. But there was one father there that said, hold on, my kid is in there. I'm not trying to hear that. Right? So this father went and started moving brick by brick, rock by rock. And folks kept telling him, what are you doing? We don't have the machine. We don't have the equipment. And he says, no, well, my kid is in there. And his father just kept on and kept on. The only time he took a break was to drink water. His hands were bleeding. And it came to the point some people started helping him out. As it came out to be during this earthquake that a certain part didn't crumble, so kids were protected under a certain pillar. As he reached a certain point, he removed the rock, and the light shot down into a room, and a little boy said, Dad, is that you? And he said, yeah, son. And the kid turned around and told his friends, I told you my father was going to come get me. Parents, do y'all feel that? Do y'all feel that? They had this type of relationship that he knew no matter what he went through, that his father was going to come. So meanwhile, while everybody's panicking, he felt secure. He said, you know what? My father's going to come get me. While everybody else is like, it's over with. And that's the type of relationship that they had. And so when you think about it now, I'm watching, I'm sitting, I love to observe, and I'm looking at you guys sitting in your seats, and you're turning around looking at your family sitting in this seat because you knew they were going to be here, right? Because they were with you from the beginning, right? Family said, you know what, I'm going to ride out with you with this. We're going to make it happen. You guys are fighters. You are fighters. Your families are fighters. You know, I used to box, not professional. I did some amateur stuff. And I was thinking about the boxing game a little bit and how tough it could be and how life could be. And I remember one time I went out for a tryout, and trust me, this is not normal for the tryouts I went out. It was 21 guys. And I went out to this tryout, and I noticed that they were putting people in the ring with people who were experienced already, people who knew how to fight. And guys were looking good, they were dancing around, and then they'd get tired, and then they'd go sit down. And then they said to me, okay, Edwin, you're next. And I'm thinking, I came here to learn. I didn't come here to get beat up. But I got up in the ring, and this guy was, this probably was probably like 28 years ago. This guy was pounding me, and I could still taste the blood in my mouth when I think about it, right? This guy was beating me up, and I kept trying, and I was swinging, and to the point I just kept, and I just wanted to quit, but no, something in me said, no, keep going. I might get a lucky shot. And I'm going, and next you know, I felt myself ready to pass out. And next you know, they stopped it. They took me, and they sat me down by the wall, and I had to take my shirt off, and I had to put it on my face because all this blood was coming out. And they said, well, guess what? We're going to make an announcement. Only 20 people made the team. So I'm looking around. I was like, wow, that guy was good, and that person was good. And then they turn around, they announced my name, and then everybody's like, what? How did he make the team? He almost got killed. The trainer said he never gave up. I could work with somebody like that. Do you understand that? He never put me back in the ring again until I was ready. The reason I want to use that story is that many of you have gone through trials and tribulations, right? And you're feeling it, right? But God is not going to give you something more than you can't handle. Understand, you're not a quitter, so you were chosen, right? You were chosen to be here. You were chosen to be a part of this relationship. You were chosen to be a leader in your community. You were chosen. You look around, your nieces, your little brothers, your little sisters, they're looking at you. You stepped up, so I got some more news to you. This didn't end. Life has just started. And in life, we get all 4 seasons. It's going to rain sometimes. It's going to get real hot. You're going to get those good sunny days. But guess what? You keep living. You keep pushing. Let this be the beginning. Let this be the start of your journey. Do not sit here and say, I made it. This is just the beginning. You're just starting. And I'm going to ask the family members that are here to keep reminding them that we just getting started. This was the warm-up. Yes, this was the warm-up. It's their training grounds. When I first started off in the nonprofit world trying to figure it out, and I figured out, like, why did I go through so much? And I bumped my head so many times, and I wanted to quit, and I just wanted to walk away from serving people and being involved in my community. And now I'm put in a certain position. I understood that now that it was a training ground for me to be where I'm at today. Understand that this is training ground for you. But you are leaders. So guess what? After today, party, have a good time. But Monday, you back in the gym again. What that means is that you got to start focusing on what's the next step? What is your next plan? Where do I go from here? And don't forget, you have a relationship, not just with your family, you have a relationship with the staff here. You make these calls. I'm pretty sure they will answer and pick up and say, I got you. See, this is the difference between this school and many other schools. You have a relationship here. You have a relationship with Esperanza, period. You are a family, part of a larger family. So once again, I want to say congratulations. I am so proud to see this. I was just loving the way families were just running down them steps as soon as the music started playing. You were making sure that you didn't miss out on anything. And while you're here, take this in. But make sure you let them know it's just started, that we're in it together. So once again, I want to say congratulations. God bless you all. Thank you.
Good evening. We would like to recognize our students' accomplishments, academic growth, and academic excellence. Seniors, please stand up when your name is called and remain standing. Adrian Alvarez. Talesi Escone Adames. Mayori Batista Sanchez. Tania Contreras de Valle. Sandy Cora de Jesus. Joseph Delgado Vargas. Kaylee Dubon Sanchez. Jan Luis Figueroa. Samantha Garcia. Mateo Heraldino. Tamira Hawkins. Nitza Enriquez Lopez. Tiana Mason. Elvin Mejia Pelcastre. Paula Melendez Beltran. All right. Ariana Morales Camacho. Alberto Ortiz Alicea. Ashley Osorio. Claudia Perez Sarmiento. Saraya Perry. Ramir Pierce Russ. Ashanti Rodriguez. Lady Sanchez Apolinar. Nolieni Sanchez Navarro. Delicia Torres. Linecia Vasquez Vega, and Brandon Vega. All of these students will be awarded a certificate that indicates their accomplishments in their specific content areas. Please join me and congratulate these students with a round of applause. You may all be seated. Thank you. We would also like to highlight some of our students who have been awarded scholarships from their respective universities. Students, please stand up when we call your name. Kelly Baez Cruz has been awarded multiple scholarships from the Texas Christian University. Tamira Hawkins has been awarded a scholarship from Gwynedd Mercy University. Shaylee Soto Medina has been awarded a scholarship from Community College of Philadelphia. Anna Acosta Calderon has been awarded a scholarship from Moravian University. Please join me and congratulate these students with a round of applause. You may be seated. Lastly, we would like to present our Esperanza Hope Scholarship Award. This award recognizes and rewards students who demonstrated the following skills throughout their time here at Esperanza Cyber. The recipients of this year's Hope Scholarship Awards are students who are hardworking, outstanding, persistent, and efficacious. The collaboration of all staff has awarded this scholarship to the following two students. When I call your name, you're going to come up to the stage for this one. The first recipient will be attending Community College of Philadelphia in the fall. Please join me in congratulating our first Hope Scholarship Award winner, Jan Luis Figueroa. The second recipient will be attending Temple University in the fall. Please join me in congratulating our second Hope Scholarship Award winner, Samantha Garcia. Congratulations. I would now like to invite Ms. Claudia Lemke to the podium.
We will now begin the presentation of the diplomas. We ask parents and family members to please remain in their seats while we call out the names of each student. Vamos a comenzar la entrega de los diplomas. Pedimos a los padres y familiares que por favor permanezcan en sus asientos mientras llamamos los nombres de cada estudiante. Claudia Pérez Sarmiento. Jan Luis Figueroa. Samantha Garcia. Dani Alberto Herrera. Y Adrián Álvarez Rosado. Dailesi Ascona Adames. Kelly Baez Cruz. Mayri Batista Sánchez. Judea Bay Baxter. Johailin Bruno. Tania Contreras del Valle. Sandy Cora de Jesús. Kayla Cordovi. Emily Cruz. Nathan Cruz. Javier de Jesús Mercado. Joseph Delgado Vargas. Kaylee Dubon Sánchez. Tyra Evans. Gladiris Figueroa Guadalupe. Fabiana Fred. Zaire Friesen. Mateo Geraldino. Tamira Hawkins. Nitza Enriquez Lopez. Leah Lopez. Joadrielis Malave. Génesis Maldonado Quiñones. Anaya Martin. Samaya Mitchell. Paula Meléndez Beltrán. Elvin Mejía Pelcastre. Tiana Mason. Nashley Martin Reyes. Alberto Ortiz Alicea. José Núñez. Luis Negrón. Ninuska Muniz Pérez. Ariana Morales Camacho. John Mitchell Clark. Ilani Rivera. Richard Rivera. Zay Marie Rivas Alvarado. Ramir Pierce Ross. Sierra Perry. Ashley Jeanette Osorio. Shaylee Soto Medina. Carlos Santiago. Noliani Sánchez Navarro. Lady Sánchez Apolinar. Kienili Rosa. Ashanti Rodríguez. Jaishali Rolón. María José Zúñiga Mendoza. Lilianet Viera Ayala. Brandon Vega. Lineisha Vasquez Vega. Alondra Valdez Rosa. Jorge Torres. Delisha Torres. Ana Acosta Calderón. Genesis Vargas. Alianis Perez Orlando. We would also like to recognize the graduates who could not attend today's ceremony. Everyone, please give a round of applause. También queremos reconocer a aquellos graduados que no han podido venir a la celebración. Por favor, un aplauso.
Well, good evening, folks. Before we wrap it up, there's a lot of thank yous and stuff like that, but a huge thank you to the parents, guardians, the grandparents, the families that got the kids to this wonderful, wonderful place. This is a big, big celebration, and we know it took a lot of work on your part, so thank you, thank you. Yeah, exactly. And to the graduates, congratulations, you're almost done. And finally, to our board members, Reverend Cortez, Danny, and Luis, thank you so much for helping us keeping this school running and getting us to a special place where we are. And finally, I really need a big thank you to the folks that put this show on to make it work. That you see some of us on stage, but there is a whole lot of other people here today that made this thing happen. So to the staff of Esperanza, thank you all for what you did to get us here. Alrighty, graduates, can I have you please stand? Alrighty, so as the Chief Executive Officer of Esperanza Cyber Charter School, I hereby certify that the members of the ECCS class of 2022 successfully met the regulations and the standards of Chapter 4 of the Pennsylvania State Board of Education and the program requirements of the school approved by the Esperanza Cyber Charter School Board. As a symbol of your achievement into becoming high school graduates, I would now direct you to move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the 2022 graduating class of Esperanza Cyber Charter School. You may be seated.
Congratulations, graduates. Parents and families, please make sure that you have all of your belongings with you. You may start making your way to the exit in the back, and in a moment, our graduates will meet you over there. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. padres y familia. Por favor, comiencen a hacer su salida hacia la parte de atrás de este salón. Asegúrense que tengan todas sus pertenencias y los graduados los van a reunirse con usted en un momento. Gracias.
So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love keep on lifting higher, higher and higher. I said your love keep on lifting higher and higher. Now once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came and it soon